Black family? It's Ashay the EP, and today is Black Women Wednesday, Beauty and a Boss. I hope you guys are enjoying your Wednesday. In New York, it's a little rainy, so if you're outside, please be careful. What? Oh, yeah. I forgot what I was saying before. Well, anyway, welcome to Black Women Wednesday. Today's episode is Beauty and a Boss. Because we are Black women, we are smart, we are powerful, we are everything. We're amazing. And we deserve to be in any position we want to be. So, I hope that this past weekend, with learning Kamala Harris became the Vice President-elect of the United States, put some pep in your step and some drive, because that means you can do anything you want. And it definitely encouraged me a lot. Hi, welcome Joya. Thank you for joining. Hope you're having a great Wednesday. Also, Black men and I are doing a juice cleanse. We are eating fruits and vegetables, smoothies, juices. So if you want to join, send words of encouragement. All the above is welcome. And we will appreciate it. But we hope you are having a great day. This is always awkward for me. I never know what to say. I'm like trying to fill in the gaps here, but I'm just drawing a blank.
Coming out of your shell.
What?
Coming out of your shell.
Oh, yeah. This is like always hard for me because I'm usually the quiet one. You know, just go with the flow. And this is very interactive, and I'm not usually very interactive. So it's gonna take me a little bit to like get used to this, and then it would just be flawless next time. Y'all, I can't see nothing. Can you help me out here, please?
Don Ion said, "What inspired y'all juice cleanse?"
So Black men.
Cause I'm fat, nigga. No, stop.
Stop saying that word. Black man just wanted to reach his goal weight, and he just wanted to do a juice cleanse. So to encourage him, I said I will join him because he said he didn't think he would make it. So I said I will do it with you to keep him motivated.
Joya said, "We understand. You're doing great."
Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Don Ion said, and Bruce is the annoying one I know. Yes, he's very annoying.
Yeah, that's not doing that. Is your service on?
What do you mean?
Yeah, that's not it.
Okay. But welcome, guys, to Black Women Wednesday. And so, as I said, the thing that inspired today's episode of Beauty and a Boss is having the representation of being a woman of color in the field that you want to go into, like whether it's being a lawyer, a teacher, a doctor. What's up, Arizzle? Being even in politics, you know, I have never really paid attention to politics, but I feel like this is the most I've seen a woman of color being in offices, like being in the House of Representatives, being in the Senate, and now we have a woman of color, freaking the Vice President-elect. Like, who would have thought that? Like, seriously, who would have thought that? And I feel like this is really great. Even when the movie Hidden Figures came out, and I felt like that really inspired a lot of young girls to pursue academics in STEM, because not a lot of, because they're more encouraged to do, what's up, Andre Encore? What? Oh. Blackman, let's go, join us.
You sure?
Yes, come on.
This is Black Women Wednesday. I can't just come in here. You sure?
I'm inviting you, let's go.
Okay.
It's so annoying. So yeah. Hi, welcome.
Hello.
So I feel like a lot of I feel like it's very important to have representation in our community, because without it, I feel like we're not going to be as inspired to pursue the goals that we want to. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So I know like you had your mom in your home growing up until
high school.
Until high school. Oh, you have your aunt whose government I almost just said as like a woman. So like in your household, yeah. So obviously there's representation of black women in your like personal life in your home. But like when you go out into the world, did you see it there, like in school?
Not really, because I didn't really have that many women of color as teachers. I know in high school, I remember two. I had two, and then in junior high, I had one, and she was my 6th grade teacher. So I didn't really have that many black women as teachers.
Can you think of any black female influences outside of like your home, like at all, aside from my teachers?
I mean, I feel like most of that I can just think of are like actresses. That's like about it.
Huh. Like who?
I feel like Taraji P. Henson. You know, because hearing her story, you know, is really inspiring. You know, I feel like we think people always make it like overnight, or they just walked into the business. But I remember hearing her story, and she was saying she moved with her son, and she didn't have a lot of money, and
to California, right?
Right, and she kept trying to get gigs, and then, you know, it took her a while to like actually break out and like do well. I feel like another person is Beyonce, because I feel like she has done a lot. She's been with the group Destiny's Child, and then she went into her solo career. And then I also appreciate that when there's I don't want to say like a movement, but when there's like things going on in the black community, she always speaks out about it, you know, in her music, you know, because that's, at the end of the day, that's who she is, and she can't forget where she came from.
Yeah.
And I feel like some black people who make it, they don't really go back to those, I guess, roots, you know?
Yeah. Well, actually, in our community, like, women set the tone for, like, leadership.
Yeah.
Like, really. Like, Eartha Kitt was, like, the same way, and this is, like, the 50s. Maybe 60s if I'm getting that, like, wrong, because it's, like, Eartha Kitt wasn't, like, my time. She was alive during my time. You know, I'm pretty sure you know what Eartha Kitt is. 1996, like, come on, man.
I was a baby.
I think one of the last things she had did at that time was like Boomerang, which I'm pretty sure you didn't see, cause she's behind on a lot of black movies.
I know that network Boomerang.
No. Wow. The Mime Silence. Who? Thank you for jumping in, sis. The Mime Silence said, PS6 grades 1 through 5, St. Anthony's Parish, 6th to 8th grade, and Christopher Columbus High School, all beautiful black teachers and instructors. Even in college, which is a private college, MCNY, I had an African professor. The mom said the college professors were all Afro, which is so. I think that's like not a really new thing, but it was rare. Like back in the day, like I would say, like that's like a 90s, maybe 80s, 90s kind of thing. Our parents didn't get to grow up like this. Many of our parents, like, integration is like 50s, 60s, correct?
I'm sorry, I'm reading what Diane says.
Diane said, yeah, you didn't see Boomerang, minus 10 black people points.
Let me tell you something, okay? I'm gonna have 0 black people points at the end of my lifetime, because I haven't seen anything. There's like a lot of references that I don't get. I just don't watch movies like that.
Once we
I don't know.
Once we get a day off, I'm just gonna make her like listen and like watch like everything.
Because I told him to do that. Because he be making fun of me when I say I don't know things. And he's just like, what? I'm like, yo, just like put me on. Just stop judging me.
Alright, so back into it. So, where were we on? Yeah, like, so like 80s and 90s. 70s, I would say, 70s, I wouldn't say this was like something that was like common. And integration was like 50s, 60s. That was a long rollover to even have enough black teachers like on staff. And
his name is Blackman.
To be accredited. Your last name is Blackman. Don't forget that one. Don't get that wrong. Mm-hmm. I'll say Blackman. Okay, that's cool. But yeah. So even have that in school, I think like maybe like I know I had all black teachers. Yeah. Up until like high school, except for 4th and 5th grade, which was Miss LaFontaine, who's out there. I hope you're doing well, sis. Which was like a Caucasian woman. She might have been Hispanic. I wouldn't remember. I was a kid. But she was a very lovely woman though that encouraged me a lot. But so like yeah, from kindergarten to like 3rd grade and then 6th grade up until I was out of high school, it was like all black women. So of course like in high school it was like you have mixed classes and there were black men like in there as well.
I think you reminded me, I did have another black teacher. She was an English teacher. She was so sweet. I forgot her name though. I think it starts with a B. She was very sweet. Can you read that? You know,
I'll stop telling you. Yeah, I got it. My dad wasn't fond of me having black teachers, but later on in life, worked for the exposure.
That's interesting. Do you know why?
So I want to know, why was your dad not fond of you having black teachers? So while we're getting there, it has been a big week. Fine, not gone. I got it. So while we're getting there, so it's a big week. We have President-elect. He was prejudiced.
Oh, what's mom silence?
It's the mom silence. Stop trying. I got you.
I didn't know she was saying
I am
that.
the good co-host. Stop trying to read it.
I didn't know she said
it.
I
got you.
I didn't know she said it.
I am your co-host. This is Black Woman Wednesday. I am here. I am an ally. I am here to help. Stop trying to read it. I got you.
But I didn't know she said that her dad wasn't on it.
Stop trying to read it. I said big week. President-elect Kamala Harris. Don't correct me. I know what I said. Ain't no vice. Heat of vice. To see a black woman become vice president of the free world, of the United States of America, what does that mean to you?
That literally means that whatever position you want to go into, whether it's politics, being a lawyer, a doctor, a teacher, whatever you want to do, go out and do it. Because can't nobody tell you no, except yourself. That's it. And I feel like her having that representation is very important for little girls, especially of color. And I feel like being a woman and second in command for the country, I feel like is extremely important because we live in a society that doesn't really, I don't want to say appreciate women, but they don't understand how valuable women are. And because I was telling my friend this earlier, I feel like without women, like literally these men will fall apart.
Just
they wouldn't know what to do.
Ooh, get spicy. It's Black Woman Wednesday. Elaborate on that.
Because women are educators. Hi, Montekia. I feel like women are educators. Women are nurturers. Women are leaders. I feel like without women, half these people would not be able to find their heads.
I feel like this is like especially for like this presidential campaign. Honestly, I do feel like if he didn't have Kamala as a running mate, I don't believe Joe Biden would have pulled this out.
No, I don't think so. I think that really saved him. Like, yeah, of course, we don't want the other man in the White House again, but I feel like Biden actually having a woman of color helping, like, running with him, did help him. I think it did elevate it.
Yeah. I think it's ironic that, so pretty much in this country in 2020, the most progressive thing, well, at least one of the most progressive things we have done so far, which is probably the top 5 in this country history, is electing a black woman as the vice president of the United States. Mm-hmm. And I thought it was hilarious because, like, when the feminist movement started, I'm not going to apologize if this offends anyone because it's the truth. So when the feminist movement started for women's rights and women's suffrage, it was spearheaded by Caucasian women, and they recruited black women for numbers, but did not actually care about black rights. They fought for the rights of women, but it was for white women. And like I said, black women were used for numbers. As Susan B. Anthony is the face of at least the early days of, like, the women's rights movements, and she has her own coin. She was a fighter. She was a soldier. She did not give up. She did persist. Susan B. Anthony was a racist. And that's, like, dead true. Angelica Marie said, white women will choose their whiteness over their womanhood. True. In 2020, actually more Caucasian women voted for Donald Trump than back in 2016.
Which I don't understand why. Like, if you're a woman, why are you voting for this man? Like, forget race. Like, you're a woman. He disrespects women. Like, now, like, I feel like you don't have respect for yourself now. Like, you're, what? Like, I just don't get it. I need somebody to help me understand, because I legit don't get it.
Well, they will stick with their people. They will stick with their tribe. Those are their husbands, their brothers, their sisters, their fathers.
Okay, but if you're disrespecting me, like, I'm not gonna keep, like, letting that happen. Like, just no. That's it.
They never think he means them.
Until he grabs him by the vagina?
Our good sister Tatiana Taylor chimed in. Thank you, Tati. Yeah, she's absolutely right. I don't believe... So I think, like... Since Donald Trump, like, became president, the government started treating the whole country like black people. People are like... It's just like, you're all black. Like, you're all poor. You're uneducated. This whole country... I feel like this civil rights movement from this past summer, after the deaths of Breonna Taylor, George Floyd, Ahmaud Arbery, Elijah McClain, literally like about a dozen African Americans, a bunch of lynchings in the South that fell out of the news like within a week. With all the protests and all the police brutality, I think this entire country got a taste of what it is to be black.
Nah. Yeah. I feel like, to respond to Tiana Taylor, I feel like...
Tatiana Taylor.
I'm sorry.
If Tiana Taylor joins us live, we'll bet. Tatiana Taylor.
To respond to what Tatiana Taylor was saying, I feel like that's the problem. Like, they don't realize it's them until it actually happens, and then by then it's too late. Like, you can't just be like, no, don't do that. Well, it's too late. You already let them do it. You let them take that whole mile, and then it reaches you, and then now it's too late to turn back. They're gone. They're gonna keep going. You gotta stop it once it starts.
Yes, it is. It's classism and racism. Or they truly like believe like, hey, I'm better than these people that he's actually talking about. He's not talking about me because this is my father. This is like my brother. This is my brethren. They're not talking about me. They're talking about the poor people or the women having a bunch of babies, which they don't identify. Poor women, they wouldn't identify them as other Caucasian women. They wouldn't identify these women having a bunch of babies out of wedlock as other Caucasian women, which in reality, the most impoverished group in this country are Caucasians, like Southerners, like Southern Caucasians. What's like? C. Smith said, Trump showed us how alive racism still is. This society will never respect us. Unfortunately, we will always fight for respect.
I feel like we... I agree with you. And I feel like we should just pack up and build our own community. Because I'm tired of fighting for something that I shouldn't have to fight for.
And I believe we can get closer to that. Maybe not in these next 10 years, maybe not in these next 20 years. But with black women like spearheading like the black-owned business movement in this country, I gotta stop saying that. This country is run like a corporation. It is run like a company. Everything is about economics and finance in this country. Once black people can become economically independent, we'll have like a lot more power, and in this country than people realize. Yeah.
I feel like even that, like I feel like just imagine how much better off this country would be if women of color were calling the shots. I feel like we wouldn't make so many stupid decisions and trying to get into war with people. Like, what? I'm sorry. Let me stop.
Well, speaking of women of color calling the shots, you had a lovely group of women that you wanted to highlight on this episode. So let's get into it. Let's talk about the squad.
Jump a little ahead there, but yes, we have. There's a lot of women of color in politics right now, and I just want to highlight that because I feel like that's great. So as we know, you shouted out the squad last Wednesday, right? We have AOC. How many with these names? We have AOC.
Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez.
We have Rashida. Y'all know I'm bad with names.
Rashida Tlaib.
Okay.
If I'm also getting that wrong, well, I apologize, ladies.
We all bad with names today. Ayanna Presley and
Ilhan Omar.
Okay, so that's the original 4 for the squad, and we have Maureen Turner, who is part of the squad now in Oklahoma.
What is the squad?
They're in the house.
What is the squad?
We got the ladies that are in the house.
I'm co-host and director. Everybody, come on. We have to tell the people who the squad is. Who are our ladies?
I just said it.
The House of Congress.
Yeah, okay. We have Maureen Turner, who has been elected to the Oklahoma State House as well, and she's the first non-binary lawmaker in America. And she's also the first Muslim to be elected in Oklahoma. And we also have Cori Bush, who is a Black Lives Matter activist and a nurse. Where did I write what she's elected? Oh no, I forgot to say.
That's
okay,
fine.
she's also serving in the U.S. House as well. And we have Kim Jackson, who was elected to Georgia State Senate. So, and we also have in New Mexico, we had 3. New Mexico is the first state to elect all women of color in the House delegation. We have Teresa Legar Fernandez, Deb Haaland, and Yvette Hernon. So, and that's just getting started. Like, I still have a few more. Like, that's how crazy it is. And I feel like it's really, like, I'm really proud of these women for taking, those steps and, like, being part of a very important part of the government, because it's not only the president and the VP that matters. It's the House, the Senate, everything. It all matters. So yeah.
Do you? Oh, I'm sorry. I apologize.
Go ahead.
Do you feel more confident in the direction of this I almost said company. Do you feel more confident?
America, this is a company.
Do you feel more confident in the direction of the country with these women in Congress?
I feel like there's more hope because we don't just have old Caucasian males making decisions for us and trying to pass laws for us and trying to change things for us. I feel like we have a better chance to evolve as people having these groups of women and men, because there's also men of color in these positions as well, in these positions, as long as they still have the interest of us at heart and they don't compromise that just to stay where they be. Because you can still be in these positions, right? But you may not actually be for the people. So as long as they still have our interests and they still work to make our lives easier and better, then yes, I will be confident.
Okay, cool. These are actually like still all really young women.
Mm-hmm.
Like I would say like late 20s, 30s. If I'm guessing, I don't think any of them like past 40s. And honestly, like their OG Maxine Waters is still out here.
Mm-hmm.
Who's also reelected. Was also reelected last Wednesday as well. No, Tuesday. I posted it Wednesday, but last Tuesday on election day, she was also reelected, which I am proud of. I wish she didn't have to keep fighting though. With this country, I wish she can just like. To be fair, I can't tell that woman what to do. I don't know what she wants to do, and it's just like the same thing with you, where like I can say rest, or I can tell you to do this, I can tell you to do that, but if it's not something that you want to do, you're just not gonna do it.
Because I feel like as women, like there's so many things that we want to accomplish and just make things better for other people, so they can work less than what we had to do. You know, so I feel like she's just trying to make it as easy as possible for the next black woman to come in.
Yeah, I just hope she gets to step down soon. So if we're right back in this position in like 4 years or 2 years, however, like her seat comes up for like election, I just hope she gets to step down. She gets to like enjoy her life.
Yeah, for sure.
I always feel like black women have done enough. And I've said before, like after like birthing me and like raising me, it's what I need black women to do for me.
But we got a country to run because these people don't know how to run it.
I apologize that I have to run the country. I shouldn't have to, but yeah.
I mean, I don't think so either, but, you know, I feel like it's not going to get done until women do it.
Yeah.
Because I feel like we kind of know what's best sometimes.
I believe like you do know what's best for me, I just don't always listen. In turn, you do the same thing. But the same about me, we're gonna rediscuss that on Friday on Brotherhood. So, what's next? Who else are we highlighting today?
I also wanted to highlight, like, artists because, like, even in the rap game.
What kind of? So, musical artists.
Yeah. I said rap game. I feel like, well, y'all know I don't really listen to rap, but, I'm hearing a lot of women of color being rappers, and I feel like 5 years ago, 7 years ago, there wasn't really that many, if there were, right? Correct me if I'm wrong.
No, they were there. They weren't getting this. They weren't getting this much attention and publicity. There we go.
Because I knew of Nicki Minaj, right? And that was like 5 years ago. Y'all know I'm late to every party. But, like right now we have Cardi B, we have Meg Thee Stallion, we have Mulatto, we have City Girls, we have, who else we have?
Are you asking me? The one that like loves ratchet music?
Clearly.
Light Skin Keisha. Who's your name? Light Skin Keisha. Remy Ma.
Oh, Flo Milli.
Flo Milli.
Cash Doll.
Rico Nasty, Doja Cat. If you said Doja Cat.
No, I didn't say Doja Cat.
Doja Cat, they are out here. They're out here heavy. It's a woman of color. Snow the Product, who is Mexican, I believe. They're out here heavy. You said Saweetie?
No, I didn't say her.
I love Saweetie. I just got into Saweetie. Angelica, Reset, Lil Kim, Missy Elliott, weren't they like OG? Oh yeah, we were talking about like right now.
Yeah, we're talking about right now.
Yeah, she's talking about these like the surge in the last couple years.
Yeah, but I do know Missy Elliott.
I hope she knows Missy Elliott. Yes.
I know Missy Elliott. I'm not that far off.
And we also do have like our songstresses in here too. Like Jhené Aiko was killing it.
Yes, I love Jhené. Summer Walker.
Lizzo, who was amazing.
Oh my gosh, Chloe and Halle. I feel like they have been killing it during quarantine. They dropped an album. They performed on BET. They performed. They had a performance for Triller. They probably did like 3-4 performances during this quarantine. They dropped an album, and they're making the most of this quarantine. Halle was supposed to do the shooting for The Little Mermaid, but had to come back home because of this. But they are making the most of it.
For me, like first, as far as like entertainment goes, Black women have gotten all of us, and like every aspect of the things that like I consume, Black women have gotten me through all of it. Even like with rap music, you see Meg immediately. TikTok blew up because TikTok had it. Everyone was at home. Yeah. Everyone stuck their board. Yeah, they're watching TikTok, or like people are creating TikToks. Yeah. Meg had like 7 challenges at like one time, and I'm sorry.
I never heard of TikTok until Meg
Thee Stallion. That is, and now it's $1 million company, with a lot of influence to the point where the head Cheeto in charge was trying to get it banned in this country. Mm-hmm. I believe it should be banned. Is it? May have that wrong. Is it actually banned here?
Because
I still got access to it, so.
I think you can't download it now.
I don't want to get arrested. Oh, so if you already had it, it's fine?
Yeah.
Okay. But yeah, like, that's $1 million company that was blown up by a Black woman. Because, of course, like, she has a Black audience. Blacks are, African Americans, I'll stop saying, like, the words. African Americans are the largest consumers in the country. Yeah. So once things pop off with the African Americans, it's just the rest of the country is going to come and take it.
I mean,
Coco Cheerios said, I don't believe it's banned. I hope not to. I was told it was. That information might have been wrong.
Yeah, because during the summer, I remember being at work and they were like, oh, Sunday, it's going to be banned. Whatever.
Yeah, and Coco Cheerios said, and by Black content creators for TikTok.
Yeah.
Blowing it up. Well, she had like 7 challenges. There was a challenge for...
Savage, right?
Savage was like... It got really big for... Which one was it? I know the remix like blew up, but she had one before that.
Savage, the regular one, right? Oh, you mean a whole different song?
Yeah. Because she had put out Sugar this year. Was a Fever, her album came out last year. Sugar came out this year.
Was it Cash?
Like early quarter. No, it wasn't Cash's. I know there's a challenge for Captain Hook. Captain Hook, it might have been the original Savage. And then the one, I believe the young lady. Yes, it is, you are absolutely right. So it was Captain Hook, Savage, the original Savage, and then the Beyonce version. Do you want to gloat about being right? Seems like you do.
No.
It's your day. Go ahead. I'll lean out. Curse me out.
It's fine.
So it's so original version Savage, Captain Hook, that one. I'm trying to think of like the other songs that are on that album. Fever, I love me some Meg. Yes. I wish there was a challenge for like Simon Says. and let's get ratchet.
Start it.
I can't
start the challenge.
I can't start a challenge for Meg. You want me twerking on TikTok?
I ain't doing it, so.
What kind of viewers does she want? What the hell? Making tall girls proud? Yes. We had this conversation. Well, no, I can't like stray off of this.
I wish I was taller. I'm 5'4".
Do you feel it would have made you more confident?
I feel like in certain, like, wearing certain things, yeah.
Do it for the views? I'm not doing that for the views.
But yeah. I feel like I wish I was taller sometimes.
They seem like quality content. But like,
What?
no. This seems like quality content. That seems like quality content. Me twerking for TikTok is not quality content.
You want an OnlyFans, so you might as well.
I already have an OnlyFans. I just haven't uploaded anything yet. I dead really do have this. I just don't. It's just
I
on
still don't understand why.
Black Men Twerk. What? I told you. I asked you, was it okay though? And you said yeah.
So you were dead serious? I thought he was kidding. Whatever.
I'm just.
Whatever.
Once I get my Fenty kit, we'll see. We need the views. We need that money.
So you might as well do the challenge for Simon Says.
We'll see. No, I need like a man's twerk song. This is not what we should be talking. Me twerking on. We're not gonna flip the tables on Black Women Wednesday and have me twerking. No.
Do it for the black woman.
No. He always said do it for the Vine. I'm not doing it for the Vine either. No.
That's what it was. Oh my god.
No.
I was trying to figure out what was the gimmick for do it for whatever. Let's do it for the Vine. Thank you.
You got an OnlyFans but won't twerk? Yes. I'm getting off of this. Feel victimized here. So like Meg and black content creators blew up TikTok. Also Mulatto came really heavy this year. Like early quarantine.
Recently.
It's been like this year. Which is she's only I believe Mulatto's only 21. And like with artists today, they have to be like not hit after hit after hit, but they gotta keep putting out. It's like the same way as working on social media. They have to keep putting out content. Yeah. And she found ways to like keep doing this all through quarantine.
Wait, wasn't she on the Rap Game?
It may be the wrong person. There's a Miss Mulatto and there's a Mulatto. So it honestly might be the same person. I'm not sure because I didn't watch that. Wasn't that like a kid or something?
Yeah, well, I heard somebody was on the Rap Game, but I thought that was her name.
That's Miss Mulatto. It might be the same person. So if there's anyone out there that knows, let us know.
What are they saying? I can't see.
I believe Coco Chairs, man. Do we gotta subscribe to the OnlyFans for the twerk video? Son.
Yeah.
Leave me alone. When we have like our men's mental health check-in, I'm gonna unpack this. Like, while y'all trying to get me to twerk.
And y'all should flood the comments like, yo, twerk for us. Let me stop.
They're gonna invade my show. So this it says Mulatto, like Rap Game. 2020 quarantine. There was another one that I had. Oh, I was gonna shout out Sasha Banks.
Yeah.
For professional wrestling. Literally the entire from her tag title reign and her women's title reign. And even though we don't like cross over professional wrestling into here, because we're not supposed to be like marks, but fuck it. I will openly mark out for any black woman ever. I don't care who has a problem with it. Like I
literally,
just don't.
I watched whatever she was doing because it was her.
So for those of you out there who may not know, Sasha Banks is a professional wrestler in WWE. And she performs on... So for those that don't know, they have like a brand split. So they have Monday Night Raw, NXT on Wednesday nights, and Friday nights is SmackDown on Fox. So with their women's tag team championships, they float between shows. Mm-hmm. So literally...
She went from Raw...
Sasha and Bayley went from...
They went from Raw to NXT to SmackDown. And literally bringing in views for each show.
And main eventing these shows. Either chasing a championship or defending a championship.
Mm-hmm.
She really, like, the entire summer she held it down.
She really did. Like, she was on NXT, main eventing, going against the women's championship down there. And she was partnered with Bayley, and literally... I only watched because she made it 10 times better. Literally.
Consuming the WWE, which was $1 million company. And then literally, they were hitting like they hit maybe not record quarterly numbers, but they were hitting even more than they expected during a quarantine.
Because that's how black women do it. We show up and we show out.
And which is not just it's not. I don't believe that's a coincidence that during this quarantine period, since Mania, they've highlighted a lot of their African American talent and the talent of color. Mm-hmm. So even Asuka. Asuka's killing it. An Asian Japanese woman.
Io Shirai
is killing it.
Bianca Blair is killing it.
You want to say it again?
Oh, is it Belair?
Belair, yes.
Her name be confusing me because her real name and her stage name be sounding the same. Bianca Belair is killing it. Zelina Vega.
Zelina Vega's doing awesome.
She literally she was managing a few people, and then she's wrestling, and she's killing it. She's leaving it in that ring, and those are just the women. They're really, really stepping up and showing the company and us that they're great.
Yeah, even over at Impact Wrestling, Tasha Steelz and Kiera Hogan are killing it as a tag team. Kiera, who's been there grinding for years, who is also, I feel like she's getting finally this is her moment in this company, with who I believe I know Tasha's was her friend before this.
Oh, okay, that's cool. I feel it's always better when you work with your friend.
Yes, actually I know Tasha. I don't know if Tasha and Kiera are best friends, but no, not Tasha and Diamante are best friends. And I know they're good friends. Mm-hmm. So Tasha and Diamante are friends, and Diamante is Kiera's significant other. I don't know if they're engaged or married or something. I was just gonna say significant other. Okay. But I know this, so that relationship is really.
AEW. Diamante is in AEW.
Diamante is in AEW. Women of color just out here killing it. I believe Diamante is Puerto Rican.
Yeah.
They're just out here killing it.
Evilise.
Yes.
Yo, even Thunder Rosa! Son!
I don't even know what Thunder Rosa is from. It's a woman of color. Mexican?
Yeah.
Woman of color has just been killing it this year.
You see, we just keep thinking of names. That's how big these women are killing it. And how much these women are just doing their thing.
I have to stop sitting back.
I'm gonna put a stick here. Sticky.
I said, I can't get too comfortable on Black Women Wednesday. Black women keep me on my toes.
Mm-hmm. Get it right.
Yeah. Who else? Who am I missing? I don't want to miss anyone because they've all just been out there killing it.
I don't know. I can't think of it.
I think Cardi B might have had a sleeper period there, and then WAP, and then she's right back at the top.
Yeah. Which
is where WAP should always be, on top.
Stop. I was listening to interviews with her, and she was saying people were oh, you're a one-hit wonder, you're never gonna make it.
Oh, dumb.
And I think it was because she put out Bodak Yellow.
Oh, this is years ago you're talking about.
Yeah.
I'll think you're talking about right now.
No, because she put out Bodak Yellow, and then her album came out, and then they're and then she stopped. She didn't do music for a while, and she was just doing features, I think, right? And then they were oh, see, you're not putting out any music, you're gonna be irrelevant. And now she put out WAP, and I think she said she's gonna capitalize on how popular WAP became.
No, she should.
She's putting out mad stuff.
Yeah, she definitely should. I don't know if she. There was no follow-up album to Invasion of Privacy as of yet, right?
I think she's working on them though.
Okay.
Oh, and Janae Aiko might be working on Trip 2.
Oh wow, that's crazy. Janae Aiko was the one that's who I was missing. Where Janae Aiko.
You said Janae Aiko.
I did. I feel like I missed it because it was on the tip of my tongue. I feel like I missed it. But Janae dropped Chilumbo, and it's an amazing album. Even the deluxe.
Album is fire.
The deluxe is even better. I had me some good times to that album. That was a good album.
Yo.
But
Chilumbo
I got
is
fire.
And I love Janae Aiko. I love her.
Well, this is where we praise Black women. This is Black Women Wednesday is a celebration of Black women. So be a fan. Let it go. Do what you want. I'm gonna lean over.
I'm just saying, I love her. Honestly, I wish I had a picture of her growing up here too.
We will get one.
I love her. She's so good, and it's just so it's so relaxing. Her music is just so great.
You have a buddy, Coco Cheerios loves Janae
Coco
Aiko as well.
Cheerios.
What does Janae Aiko's music mean to you?
I feel like her music is like really calming for me. It's like calming, right? Like the instrumentals are calming, but the lyrics are just so like powerful. Cause depending on which album I'm listening to, like I literally vibe with all of them. Like her Trip album, she talks about losing somebody, and I can vibe with that. Her past albums, like dealing with breakups and guys, like I can low-key deal with that. Like I can vibe with that. And then like Chilombo, which is like a mix of stuff, and it's just so peaceful. But like, yes, I'm a bad girl. I'm not cursing, but yeah. Because BS is like, I'm back up on my BS. I really like that song. That's my favorite.
She does. Coco Cheerios said, "I have the same." I'm welcome back. Oh no, I wasn't done. I have more questions for you.
Right.
I wanted you to show your love for Janae, but it's not my moment. Coco Cheerios said, "I have the same tattoo as her." Well, one.
Oh, which one?
Janae's music connected me to my spirituality and she's a fellow March Pisces.
So you got is it the Pisces one? Because I was thinking that was probably the one you have.
No, she has the wheel thingy.
The wheel? Oh,
I remember, yeah.
Okay, I like that one. Okay.
So Coco Cheerios said Janae Aiko's music connected her to her spirituality.
Okay.
Okay, does it have that same kind of effect like to you?
Not really. I don't know. I feel like it just puts me in a peaceful mind. Like if I'm like, I know if I'm feeling sad or if I'm feeling like I need to chill, then I'll put Janae on. But I feel like my spirituality like came before that.
I think I was obviously wrong. She said she has the praying hands of Buddha with the lotus flowers.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I apologize. I had that dead wrong. So I'm staying out because I want you to I know how much you love Janae, and I want you to throw it out there.
Her.
What was your favorite song on the Chilombo album? Even in my head, I think I might have it wrong.
I want to stay. I can't pick one though because they're all good. Cause I really like BS with her. I love that song. And then I really like 10,000 Hours because that really hits. I don't know. Lightning and Thunder I really like. Like her and John Legend really, really killed that song.
What stands out about BS to you?
BS is just that hype, that low key hype. Yo, I'm about to do my own thing because I'm just it.
What's it? Is it?
Well, I'm not gonna curse.
Is it a B word and I can't say it?
Yeah. I'm not ish. That itch.
Coco says, I don't have a single one. She's one of few people that puts out solid albums. I can listen to every song.
Right. I don't think there's been any album that... I don't think there's been any song on any album that I just skip.
I honestly get that mostly from... If it's not... There's J. Cole had two like that. But it's usually just black R&B artists or black rap or black female rappers that I get albums and it's every song is on it and I don't have to skip anything.
See, I feel like even her, because her I could listen to without skipping. I like Hopes Up. I really like that one.
I apologize.
It's okay. Her I could listen to without skipping. And can we just praise her real quick because she was a feature on a song with Toni Braxton. Yo, she was killing that guitar. She was just doing her song. I was like, yes, girl, go ahead and play that guitar. I'm sorry.
Nah, this is how we celebrate. This is how we celebrate Black women on Black Women Wednesday.
You're saying SZA?
Yeah, SZA has an album. SZA's album, I just love that thing. And every time she puts out a single, still do. I was watching the video for Hit Different earlier. Where it was just basically, so through this whole 2020, through this quarantine year, even back in when it was still spring, when for those who may not know, I was sick for a little period, not dying, but yeah, I'll talk about it when we're ready to talk about it. Like, you know, like when I was able to like get back out there and like start exercising again, that was my entire playlist.
Yeah. He doesn't really like her, but I'm like, yo, son, you're missing out, because her is just amazing. Like, her voice.
Why don't you throw me under the bus on Black Woman Wednesday?
So what?
Damn.
Yo, so I watched her live. Her live is called Girls with Guitars. So I'm assuming like the musicians that play guitars like she has on, and she had Chloe and Halle, and I listened to their album Ungodly Hour, and I'm like, son, my ears were in heaven. Like, they sing so well, and the way they harmonize with each other, like, it's just, have y'all listened to them? Because if you haven't, you have to. Like, well, you don't have to, but I'm really encouraging you to go listen to them to understand how amazing they sound. Like, to understand, like, why I'm just so lost for words, because how amazing they sound.
Chloe and Halle.
Yes, Chloe and Halle, they sound so good. Ungodly Hour, like, I was literally jamming out to that album on Sunday, just writing my notes for today. Like, it was just so great.
What does Black sisterhood mean to you? Especially their kind of like healthy Black sister, where they're literal sisters, mm-hmm. and they're each other's black backbone. So what does that kind of Black sisterhood mean to you?
To me, like, it means just having somebody to, one, understand you, because I feel like having that bond, the most important thing of having that bond is being able to understand each other. So being able to understand each other, knowing how to deal with them when they're at their highs and they're at their lows, just being able to encourage them, you know, hype them up to be the best they can be, like, just being there and just loving them, because yo, that's your chick, like, that's your hitter.
Yeah,
that's it.
Bring the hood out, bring the queens out, bring it all out.
That's it.
Yeah. Even may I jump back in?
Mm-hmm.
So even with this new crop of like female rappers, I feel that they've all been able to grow so much and get a lot farther because, I don't know, I'm not going to say camaraderie, because I don't know how close actually all these people are, but I haven't seen like this many Black female artists collaborating like this and this often since, like, I'm going to say the 90s.
Yeah, I feel like having that genuine feeling of wanting to help each other.
Yes. And
not wanting to get ahead, like, just, like, push them down so you can get ahead. I feel like being in this industry, especially being a Black woman in this industry, they will make you butt heads with each other for no reason. Like, they will make stuff up just so you can not like them. Because they know how strong we are together. That's why. Son, yo, I just hate people. I'm sorry. Because they know how strong we are together and working as a group and a unit and a community. And I feel like having that genuine love and that genuine feeling and wanting to see other people succeed and reach their full potential and working with each other to bring that out of them, I feel like that's super important no matter where you go. And seeing that now, especially in music, I feel like is important, because we know that was like that whole beef between Cardi and Nicki, and Nicki had beef with Remy, but now, you know, we have these women are working together.
The floodgate. I think it's beautiful to see where there was like legit like a 8 to 10 year period where like it was just Nicki. And there are rumors, which I'm just gonna say that because it's true. There's at least rumored or speculated that Nicki was holding other female rappers back.
Yeah.
Until Remy was released from prison, and then like
she wasn't having it.
She had well, allegedly, because we don't even know all this, or if all this was like actually true. But Coco Cherio said they all know like the younger female artists collaborate so much because they all know there's enough food for all of them to eat. And
I'm sorry.
No.
I was listening to JID, his album that came out, DiCaprio 2. This was like a year ago.
Yes.
And one of the songs, like there's like words that was like, you have your plate of food, right? You have your forks, your knife, whatever, and you have your plate of food with your food on it, but you watching somebody else eat. Like, you have your food here. Don't worry about him. Like, worry about your food. It's right here. Like, and that's literally, I've never really thought about it, but until now, because you said that, and I'm like, yeah, we all have enough food to go around. Like, my plate is full, so I shouldn't have to worry about what they're eating, because like J. Cole said in one of his songs, what they eat don't make me poop. So
I'm pretty sure he didn't say poop. What?
So, I don't really have to worry about you. Unless we're working together. Then we could worry about each other. Because now this is a group project.
Yes, because even when another like, hey, during this quarantine special where Versus popped up, I'm just gonna throw it out there. Patty and Gladys Knight shut it down. Erykah Badu and Jill Scott was a vibe. I think Erykah Badu and Jill Scott set the record until it was broken again, until like with Brandy and Monica. Mm-hmm. Even with them, like as young black women, they even like alluded to the fact that it was like it wasn't necessarily they didn't like each other or there was beef. Besides the fact of them being like normal teenage girls in an industry, it was more like the people around them and like the labels trying to pit them against each other. Well, even like they were like actually kind of fans of each other, from afar. Was basically like, hey, we got paused.
Yeah. Sorry, y'all.
Sorry about that. Technical difficulties. We got paused. So basically, Brandy and Monica had alluded to the fact that that was like label executives turning them against each other because they're both like young girls in the industry, and they both was like, well, you're a young black woman. She's also a young black woman. Like, y'all can't split this audience. One of you has to have the audience.
Right, and I hate that. Like, I hate when people deliberately try and pit you against each other, like, because they just want that drama, and they just don't want black women to be great, because they know in their hearts that we are great, and they're scared to see us just be so successful, because we're gonna shut it down. Like, I feel like they're just scared of the potential we have, and we just have to be unapologetically us and just be great and don't care whether they're scared of how great we are and can be, and we just keep doing our stuff. Like, we make our businesses that we want to make, we get into politics so we can change the world, we just become a teacher because we want to help young students, and just whatever you set your mind to and whatever you want to be, and it's never too late to change it. Trust me, it's never too late. Whatever you have your heart set on, even if you're 42 and you want to become a lawyer, like, make it happen. Like, I feel like they're just scared of how much potential we have, and they put all these obstacles in our way to keep our potential blocked, and I feel like it's unfortunately our job to remove all those obstacles out the way, because we won't be able to fully reach our potential if we don't want it. And we can't let them, like, cause us not to. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We can't be discouraged because of all these obstacles. We just gotta work twice as hard. And we damn sure gonna be twice as good. Sorry, that was my rant.
Yes, black women. I'm not jumping back in until it's safe. Until you say it's cool.
That was my rant. Hi, Barry and XO. Thank you for joining us on our journey. of our cleanse.
Yes. Oh, yeah. She just hopped in.
You.
Yeah. Oh, well, it's not me. It's not my day. I'm sorry. Keep saying it.
Can you go? What do you want to say?
I wanted to thank her that is sisterhood right there. Whereas literally earlier today, for those of us that follow us, we announced that we're doing a juice cleanse for at least the next 7 days.
Yeah.
And I tagged at Sir Wilkins. I tagged Andre Encore because those are our brothers that we know are their personal trainers. They do meal. Well, at least Andre does meal prep. So this is our brothers that we to keep us accountable. And I also tagged our sister Baron Exo because we see you out there working, sis.
Yo, facts. I'd be like, son, I could never.
Fitness guru on the come up, you can and you will.
Like I said, I could never.
And she is doing she is killing it out there.
Mm-hmm.
She has her own goals. She has a lot more work to do in her mind, and in actuality, she has a lot of things that she's focusing on. And even with us with this juice, I just tagged her because hey, I know you're knowledgeable about health and fitness, and help keep us motivated because you already motivate us so much, even if you don't even know that. And then she's just I just tagged you and said hey, keep us accountable, and left it open for everyone else.
Facts.
To be hey, if y'all want to join us, join us. And she's oh well, hey, let's do this. Let's go. Now we got a buddy. Now we got a rider. We got a soldier with us.
Now we have to do it. No, I'm kidding.
And that, yeah, that's facts. No, because that's accountability, and that's the kind of friendship and camaraderie that you get from black women. Mm-hmm. And it's just I put this out there. And I'm hey, keep me accountable. She's oh yeah, well let's do this. And I'm shit, I actually have to do it now. I can't not slack off. Because that's unfair to y'all. But and now someone's actually watching me.
Mm-hmm. And that's what we need in the community and being a black woman. We need that other women there to help uplift us. Because we're stronger together.
Yeah. Do you feel there's more unity between black women now?
I feel it's getting there. I feel we are pushing away from how society, views women working together. I feel low key women. Society is not like that. They do not like us working together.
They don't.
So I feel we're doing our own thing, helping each other. There's support groups for black women. Tamika was saying last night she's a part of a group. I've been on Facebook, right?
For black pet groomers.
For black pet groomers. And I feel we know that we're stronger together. And the best thing to do is just help each other. By helping them, we're helping ourselves too. So
I like it. And especially in entertainment and movies. I think black women are ripped apart a lot, or at least pitted against each other. Mm-hmm. I'm not gonna hold you. I want Love and Hip Hop canceled. It's a check for Love and Hip Hop has been on for 10 years now. It's low key. It's not low key a franchise. It's a franchise. It's a very successful franchise. I think that shit needs to get canceled though. I don't think it's a good representation of black people. Period.
I feel reality shows aren't a good representation of black people. Period.
And it could be.
It really can be. My grandmother watches the show called The Vet Life, I think it's called, on Animal Planet.
Yes.
And it's about these 3 black male... Sorry, so my male right now. These 3 black male veterinarians. They have their own vet hospital in Houston, I think. I think they're in Texas. They're in the South, I know that. And it's just great to see that, there's no drama.
Fuck.
What?
Sorry, that's me in my head. I was thinking out loud. I'm sorry.
What happened?
No, go ahead, finish.
Oh, there's no drama, and I feel people equate black women with drama, automatically.
Yes.
Why? I can't be successful and not have drama. I can't have a TV show and not be drama free. Why do there always has to be some type of drama in there? It's just stupid. And it's not giving the younger generations a good message at all. just teaching them to be loud and fight and like, it's just too much. Like, yes, of course, stick up for yourself when you need to, but also pick your fights wisely, because you also have to remember that people always see the reaction and not the cause. I don't know.
So that's how they manipulate things with like editing.
Yo, these freaking producers, yo, they're ridiculous. Like, they literally they will be like, yo, I think you should do this, and so said this. Like, they will literally instigate. They're the biggest instigators.
Yeah. And I'm saying, like, yeah, like, it's a check. All checks are not good checks. So even if, like, producers are trying to get in your ear and, like, start trouble and shit like that, y'all gotta, like, everyone on TV has to realize that this is a platform. Mm-hmm. The world has their eyes on you, and I know, like, everyone does not want to be a role model. Seriously, you put yourself in that own position where you know there's millions watching you. And there's that saying it's the same for black people. It's like, hey, like, I've come alone, but on, like, the shoulders of thousands. Something like that. I know I'm butchering it, but it's just like, hey, like, you are representing a people, regardless if you want to or not.
Yeah.
That's what representation is.
Yeah.
Because it's not just representation. Representation isn't just me watching TV, seeing someone that looks like myself. The whole world is seeing you that just looks like me. So however you are acting, they're going to think that this is how I act as well. Mm-hmm. And it's like,
literally, and they already have their stereotypical notions in their head about how black women are and how black people are, and then you're on TV acting like this. It just makes it worse.
Yes. So Don Iron said cancel Love and Hip Hop. As I was agreeing with me, he also said cancel Shade Room.
Didn't he say and Shade Room? Yeah.
Yeah, Love Hip Hop and Shade Room.
Okay. I thought you were saying it.
No, he also said cancel Shade Room. And then when I cursed, because I was thinking like out loud, because in my head I was like, if we cancel Shade Room, we might as well go ahead and cancel Wendy Williams as well.
She can go.
I don't think, unless you want to talk about that. But it's Black Women Wednesday. I don't want to tear down a black woman.
You're right. Like, all I'm going to say is she can go.
Another time, though. But, yeah, what's up another time? Mm-hmm. Who else did you want to, like, highlight today?
I also mentioned Taraji P. Henson because she's using her platform to bring light to mental health in the black community. And you guys know how important that is for us. Mental health is very important. And, I feel like a lot of these people, don't have to. But because, like, it affects them as well, like, they are. Like, they're using their platform to bring awareness and to help people who suffer from mental illnesses.
She's trying to heal her community.
Yeah.
Which is, we all know black folk need a lot of healing. Mm-hmm. Which is crazy, like, when I think of, like, peace, mental health is, like, about preserving, like, peace, preserving your comfort, preserving, like, your emotional well-being. And, like, when I think of peace and, like, I think of comfort, I do think of, like, black women. So I think of, like, my mom and, like, her nurturing. Mm-hmm. And then also think about you. Where it's just like, I love laying my head on your booty. But,
it's so ridiculous.
But, like, I think of peace and comfort when I think of, like, black women. Mm-hmm. And, like, how much they bring me. And I know you all the time. We argue all the time. We actually went to bed. Well, you went to bed angry last night. I went to bed. You went to bed angry. I went to bed angry at you for being angry at me. That's the difference. But still, I wish the world can bring you as much peace as you guys bring us. But it just doesn't work out that way.
It's because the world don't want us to be great.
I wish it was more like the outside world and not from within, like, the own community, though.
I feel like as a community, once we realize that we are great as a people and we have so much potential and we don't need the outside, right? I feel like we will be better off. I don't know. I'm just trying to break away from society.
Any closing thoughts on this lovely black woman? What do you think?
A message to all the girls of color. Don't let nobody tell you that you can't be anything, because you can. Don't let anybody say you're not smart, because you are. At the end of the day, you control your life, you control your destiny, you control your happiness. So if you want to become president of the United States, become president of the United States, because you can do it. We have a black woman that is VP. You can become president. We had a black male as president. You can become president. You can become a lawyer, a doctor, literally whatever you want to do it. Also, uplift your sisters, because we have it hard as it is. So having a community for ourselves, having sisters that are next to us, uplifting us, and, you know, just telling us, yo, we got this, encouraging us all the time, is something that, you know, is needed sometimes. You know, you may not think it is, but it is. And bottom line, love yourself. Yeah. That's all I got today for this woman, beauty and a boss. And you can be beautiful and you can be smart. Don't let nobody tell you, oh, you're too pretty to be smart. You can be smart and you can be beautiful. So chase your dreams, no matter what it is, no matter how big it is, you can get it. Thank you guys for joining. We'll see you next time on Black Women Wednesday. Peace.